Hello, my beautiful souls. It is I, Nova Ravenswood, and I am coming at you with back-to-back videos because I missed last week, so I feel that I should make up for that. So today I am bringing you Mercury Wednesday for our Planetary powder series. So like I said, if you have already watched the previous video, I am doing a mini series of planetary powders for each day of the week. So in Wednesday's case, it is Mercury. Now, I did go a little crazy with my herbs and spices, but it did work so well when I used it for my candle ritual. So, and I also burnt it, and it smelled wonderful, and it burnt great. So what I'm going to do is tell you right now, one, if you haven't subscribed, please do. I am on a mission to get myself out in the world, and it is up to you guys to help me with that, because it is your opinion and your subscription to my channel that gets me to where I want to be. And since I'm doing more of like a Rachel Ray, but in a witchy sense, I wanted to bring something fresh, something new, a different kind of vibe to witchcraft. And, you know, you can be serious, but in my case, I pick and choose what I want to be serious with. And when I'm making my powders and oils, I try to remember to relax and enjoy what I'm doing, along with imbuing it with each property that I need the herb or spice to do. So, remember that. So as I'm throwing these in, I will tell you what they are used for, what I chose them for, I should say. And you do not have to use everything on my list, since I did go a little overboard on this one. You can pick and choose whatever suits you. If you only have 4 of the ingredients, that's fine. I swear. You're not going to die. I don't know why I said that. Just kidding. Either way, just remember, you don't have to use everything you read or see. Make it yours. Make it your own. You don't have to, you know, do everything exactly. Because I do reference the large amount of books that I own. Because if it wasn't for these authors that brought witchcraft to us, we wouldn't know how to cast and craft, now would we? We'd have to deep dive into libraries and stuff. Yeah, whatever. I'm a weirdo. That's okay. So let's just dive right on into this, because I want to keep you going, and I want to make sure that I don't go too overboard, which I did in my last video. So I do apologize, so let's get right on into it. So make sure that you have your mortar and pestle. Again, Walmart, $16.99. I do not get paid for any of this. I don't get paid to promote or any of that kind of stuff. I do want to be monetized at some point, but again, I have to reach, you know, certain numbers. So here we go. Make sure you have your spoons, which I did pick these up. I was surprised at how expensive these are these days, but you can grab them at the dollar store. I was going to use a bad word, so X-nay on that. Crap, you're not. It just sounds ridiculously stupid. Whatever. These I think were $3.99. They are nice and tough. I do have another set, but again, I try to only use certain things while I'm casting and crafting, because I don't want them to get tainted. You don't want them, you want to make sure that you bless and cleanse the space that you are using. Even if that's just a quick incense and a quick prayer in the kitchen or your altar, wherever you like to cast and craft your powders and oils. In my case, I live in my kitchen, so yeah. Alrighty, so first up, we have dried lavender buds, and this, of course, is a correspondent of Mercury, and we are using this to sharpen the mind and to encourage and to strengthen you. Again, I have notes, so sorry if I look down. You're going to do a whole tablespoon of the lavender. And I do have some fresh stuff that I tried to dry on my own. It still burns okay, but I mean, if you're as bad as me, I love lavender. So I'll find bushes everywhere, all around. and I just hurry up and run out and cut them. And then I dry them in a basket and then use it when I need it. But you can get dried lavender at your local health food store if you got one, your co-op. And online, you know, if you do not want to go out into this world that we are in right now. I do prefer Etsy over anything else. I have found a lot of great buyers I'm actually waiting to hear back from, so I can reference them in my description box and on my videos. Because I do have multiple BOS's, Book of Shadows. This one I have made for herbs and spices only, because I am also going to be doing a tea series for each day of the week. So, yeah. We are going to now use lemon verbena, which I hope I said that right. And that's going to be 1 teaspoon. And this was a little harder for me to find. I found this in a little shop in Centralia, Washington, by the company that I've said before. Again, I don't know if he wants me to say anything, so I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. Either way, 1 tablespoon of that. You can find that at a co-op as well. If not, online is fine. Then we're going to go ahead and do a 1/2 tablespoon of lemongrass. And all of these are dried ingredients, okay? Because we will be rolling these on candles for rituals and burning them as incense as well for ritual. All right. Then we're going to shoot on over to, oh, so sorry, I'm just rushing through. The lemon verbena, we are using that for the effectiveness to amp all of the herbs and spices together. It's a good amplifier. It gives energy and oomph to all the rest of the ingredients. And then for the lemongrass, I love it to increase your psychic ability and to cleanse your mind, body, and soul, and to give you a clear path to what goals you want to reach, if that makes sense. So now we're on to, now I say this wrong, so don't laugh at me, majoram. I don't know. I say a lot of things incorrectly. I read a lot. I'm a great speller, but some pronunciations I'm dead with. So we're going to do a 1/2 tablespoon of that as well. And if you didn't watch my previous video, the amount that we are making is going to be enough for 4 Wednesdays. So a month's worth of product. All right. And the majoram is great. It's a very common herb. You can get that at your local Mexican store, grocery store. They have a whole wall of herbs and spices for $1.99 or less. I literally dropped 20 bucks and refreshed all of my herbs and spices so I could do my segments here for you guys, okay? But the majoram is a great cleanser, purifier, and it's great at helping dispel negativity, which helped me a lot last week when I was going through some family issues. So, it's really great to use just by itself if you want to burn it or roll it on a candle if you've got a lot of negativity coming into your life and you want to try to X-nay that out, all right? We're going to shoot on over to Whorehound, which also I bought at the little Mexican grocery store as well. And a lot of this stuff is green that we're using. But this one's a little rougher. So what I like to do, because we are using, again, a 1/2 tablespoon, is kind of just break it up and get it in there because it likes to fluff together, if that makes sense. Or you could just roll it out of your hands and kind of fluff it in that way, okay? The Whorehound, this is the second time I've been working with it, and it seems to be a really great product. I am glad that I found it and purchased it finally. But we are using this for stimulating creativity, inspiration, and reaching your goals. So Mercury is based a lot on success, job, communication, and communication goes with creativity and getting that out there and talking like I am today. See what I mean? It's already working. I know. I'm a weirdo. I got another half a tablespoon of peppermint leaves, which I smells so good. I've been using this a lot in my daily teas that I've been posting on my Insta. So you should definitely follow me on Insta. I post, and then on my blog as well, I will be writing a step-by-step for each one of these for these series. So then you don't have to stop and pause. Unless you like seeing me, of course. So we're going to shoot on over from peppermint to a half a tablespoon, which is our favorite spoon to use for this mixture, of dill or dill weed, whatever you want to call it. And honestly, I thought it was going to stink up my mixture, and I was kind of terrified to use it. But it actually isn't as bad. It kind of smells like tea, like black tea. I don't know. I got some really nice green stuff. And I believe I got this at Walmart for like less than $3. And I like to put them in my own jars, but you can keep them in the jars that they come in if you get the jarred stuff, or you can recycle like I do, which is what I did for the Jupiter powder. I just used the stuff I got the dried orange peel in and repurposed it and put my own label on top of it. Just a little hintsy. And we are using the dill weed for its properties that brings protection, luck, and its effects at keeping away dark forces. Now, I wanted to make sure I said that because dark forces aren't just the negativity within, how do I say this? Within spirituality and entities, it's also the people around you. So dark forces can be people. And if you're like me and you're starting your spirituality and you want to rid all of those negative people, it's a really good idea. Including with witchcraft. It's very nature-based, it's very self-love, and if you've got nothing but negativity around you, it makes it really hard to love yourself. And honestly, just need to care about yourself, and then everybody else can come, you know, after, alright? Not telling you to F off everybody, but just saying, if you want to keep out the negativity, it's a good idea to do. I did it, it works for me. We're going to shoot on over to cinnamon, which is an all-purpose, in my opinion. In this case, we are using it for spirituality, success, healing, power, strength, and luck. I mean, we all need luck to get the money and the career and all that other stuff. You got to bring in some luck with you. So we're not going to use too much of the cinnamon. We're only going to go with 1 teaspoon. Because we don't want it to burn too strong. Alright, so this is the first time I was able to use licorice root. I have been sitting on it for a long time. I actually got fresher stuff last time I was over on Western Washington. So, either way, it is a little harder to find. I did find it at that little shop that I like to mention in Centralia. So we're going to do a half a tablespoon of the licorice root. And this burns really well as an incense, better than it does as a rolled candle. But you can still make it work if you grind it really well. Now you don't have to use a mortar and pestle. You can use a blender. You can use a chopper. I do plan on getting one of those little handy-dandy machines to make my powders more fine for ritual purposes, because I like to do a lot of candle magic because it's quick, easy, and all that good jazz. So, either way, the licorice root is for passion, bringing passion to yourself. Creativity, whatever your passion is. Like me, it's creativity. I like to write. I like to talk to you guys. I like to do stuff like this. But you need passion. You need to have that will to want to do whatever you're goal is. So that is what the licorice root helps to do. And it is obviously powered by Mercury. So it is a strong one because it worked great last week and great again yesterday. So we're going to shoot on over. We're almost done to our star anise seed. And I went with the seed. And we're doing a ½ tablespoon. It burns great. I do have a mixture in here. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. Autofocus sucks right now. That's okay. But it burns really great. And I love the smell with the licorice root and the cinnamon. Kind of overpowers everything else within the mixture that we are making. But we are using this to generate power throughout our powder and to bring more luck. Because again, we need luck to reach our goals, now don't we? Because I need you to love me. That's kind of like a lucky sense, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm just a weirdo. So, moving on. We are doing thyme, a ½ tablespoon, of course. And again, this is enough for a month, maybe a month and a half. And the thyme is it's also kind of a multi-purpose use, but it's great for courage, to show the world what you got, like what I'm doing right now. And it also brings more strength and good opinions of others throughout the day. So if you burn this as an incense during your morning ritual, the thyme really helps bring your vibe to other people within, so then you get good opinions back of whatever you are trying to accomplish. I don't know if that made any sense to you. I'm sorry. It did to me. We're going to add an oil to this one, but first we're going to go ahead and grind this as much as we can. And as we do so, again, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Please comment if there is anything that you would like to see me do in the kitchen here. I do everything from oils to sachets to you name it. I literally live in my kitchen. My son loves to help me. It's great. So it's kind of like he's like my little wizard. He likes to smell all of this stuff too. It cracks me up. So you're going to grind this as much as you can, and you're going to imbue it with success, luck, positivity, self-love. You're going to think about those things while you're mixing it clockwise, okay? And you're going to do your best to grind. So here we go. Looks pretty good. So I went ahead, now you do not have to do this. This is just the cheap stuff from Walmart because I'm not eating it or putting it on my body. It is bergamot, which, come on, autofocus. Focus. No, it's not going to work. You know, for as expensive as these phones are, camera should really work better. Either way, it's the cheap stuff from Walmart. And I'm going to do 3 drops of the bergamot oil. It doesn't have to be expensive, but if you've got the good stuff, go ahead and use that. We're going to do 3. 3 is our lucky number, okay? It's going to bring in more success, money flow, cooperation from others, and it's just a nice finish. And it's great when you burn the mixture. So, now you want to make sure you dive right into that real quick before it gets all stuck together. Alright, my darling loves. Again, you do not have to use everything on my list here. You can use 2 or 3 or whatever. Preferably don't use an even number of mixtures. Herbs and spices, I don't know why I said that. Go with 3, 5, 7, 9, etc. Just because in the witchy community, those are good numbers. Even numbers are not. Okay? Just keep that in mind. Again, thank you for watching, and I went way over my time, but I did have an extensive amount here, so I understand if you fast forwarded to the end, but please, please, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you when I see ya.